My biggest weaknesses. Hopefully, you guys can see that. So I was with my wife this morning, and usually what we do is we pray in the morning and things like that. So we pray in the afternoon, and we sing together, and we read the Bible and things like that. And this week has been really busy for both of us. Okay, so she's usually with the kids, and hopefully you guys can see me. She's usually with the kids, and I am here in the office or in the library trying to work, right? So if you work for yourself, I'm sure you have this problem where if you have a project, you keep working, and sometimes you forget about your family, you forget about your kids. And so we talked this morning, and my wife said, well, I wish you could spend more time with me. Sometimes, I don't feel like I have a husband. And she's right. Like, I'm usually here working, and I'm working on different projects. And sometimes I can forget, which is not good because, without my wife, I wouldn't even be here in Italy. So it's been really challenging, but she's right. She's correct. I do need to spend more time with her. I need to set aside some time to spend with her, with my son, with my daughter, also time with God. And, we can get distracted a lot of times about things that, they are important. Business is important, but a business can go away. And, family, is one of the only things that we really have. So, that's just been one of the things that I've been struggling with, really, is just having balance. I mean, I love working. I love working. So, it's just one of those things where I think about it all the time. Marco. Yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult, Marco. I love working. I love what I do. I love coaching. And Marco is one of my clients, and it's just one of those things where I think about it. Even when I don't work, I work, and sometimes I just have to shut off my brain, shut off my thoughts, and just be in the moment and be present. And I think that's so important. And I was just thinking. I wrote down some notes here. I created this program, Speak English Secrets, because I didn't have anybody to talk to. All right, here in Italy, and but also I created this program because I'm an introvert. I'm 85% introverted, and so for me, my personality is INTJ, and when I have a conversation, I'm looking either to give something or to have an exchange or to talk about something. And most conversations I'm not really interested in. Like, I don't want to talk about the weather or other stuff. I want to talk about business or talk about life or other things like that that will help me to grow. And so at the beginning, it was difficult for me because I couldn't find someone to practice with. I couldn't find someone to speak Italian with. But then it evolved to, wow, I can practice by myself and I can talk about anything I want, which is so great. But my point for today is everybody has weaknesses. And so when I look at myself as a self-employed, what's the word in English? I know you say professionista, but if I look at myself as a self-employed person, one of my weaknesses is I don't have a system or a lack of systems, which I'm creating right now. So the website and support and other things like that. But we all have weaknesses as we go through this process. And if you're learning English, if you're trying to improve your fluency, there will always be a weakness that you have to focus on. So, for example, every 3 months, I am focusing on a different weakness. So for 3 months, my weakness could be grammar. The next 3 months, my weakness could be listening. The next 3 months, it could be speaking. And other things, pronunciation, right? So it's always a weakness that I'm working on. And I like to think about like a basketball player or a soccer player, right? Think about Michael Jordan, right? He has to shoot, 3-pointers, 2-pointers, free throws, defense, right, mindset, like, but those are different parts of the game that he has to focus on, right? So, and then you develop those in the gym, okay? So during the summer, you work on your weaknesses, and it's the same with English. And I want to say, for me, even with Italian, I have my weaknesses. I'm pretty sure when you hear me speak, I make mistakes still. But every year, I get better and better and better. And one of the weaknesses that I have for Italian is keeping things simple, okay, like a child, okay? I think as adults, we complicate many things, and it's the same with English. It's the same with learning a language. We complicate it. And if we can just keep things simple, we'll get to our results much faster. And I think that's the key. And my son taught me a lot about learning languages. Like, he just keeps things simple. And, he listens, he repeats, and that's it. But there are some other strategies that you can use to understand the language better. But yeah, keeping things simple is probably one of my weaknesses. And then also spending time with my family. I have to spend time with my wife. So thank you for watching. I have some things coming for you guys. I want to give you some things in the future. And then we'll see tomorrow. Ciao, ciao.